You just got the promotion, the award, the recognition you worked years to earn, and the first thing your brain whispers is, they made a mistake. Not gratitude, not pride, suspicion, as if success itself is evidence of a crime you somehow committed. What if the most successful version of you feels the most fake, not despite your achievements, but because of them? You have felt this before. The job interview where you walked out convinced you fooled them. The presentation that went perfectly and you spent the drive home cataloging every flaw no one noticed. The compliment from someone you respect that you immediately discounted because they just don't know the real you. You minimize. You deflect. You wait for the moment everyone discovers you have been pretending this whole time. 70% of people will experience this at some point in their lives. 70%. That is not a personality defect. That is a pattern, and there is a reason for this, a very specific one. In 1978, psychologist Pauline Clance gave this feeling a name. She called it the imposter phenomenon. Not syndrome. Phenomenon. Because it was not a disorder. It was an experience. One she first observed in high-achieving women who, despite objective evidence of competence, remained convinced they were intellectual frauds. Clance found something strange. The more successful these women became, the worse the feeling got. Achievement did not cure the doubt. It intensified it. Every new accomplishment was not proof of ability. It was another thing to be exposed for. You may have heard of imposter syndrome before, but you probably thought it meant you lack confidence. It does not. It means your brain has a broken relationship with evidence, but this is only the surface. E. Torrey Higgins, a psychologist at Columbia University, developed something called self-discrepancy-theory. It explains the gap between who you actually are and who you believe you should be. Here is what he discovered. Your brain maintains multiple versions of yourself. The actual self, who you are right now. The ideal self, who you dream of becoming. And the ought self, who you feel obligated to be based on others' expectations. When these selves fall out of alignment, you experience emotional disturbance, anxiety when you fall short of your ideal, shame when you fall short of your ought. But here is the twist Higgins uncovered. Success can widen the gap, not close it. When you achieve something new, your ideal self immediately recalibrates. It moves further away. You do not feel closer to who you want to be. You feel the distance more acutely. Your brain does not register arrival. It registers how much further you now have to go. The promotion does not make you feel like an executive. It makes you feel like someone pretending to be one. But here is what nobody tells you. Your nervous system was not designed for success. It was designed for survival. And for most of human history, standing out was dangerous. In ancestral environments, visibility meant vulnerability. The tribe member who attracted too much attention became a target for rivals, for predators, for those who wanted their resources. Your brain evolved a sophisticated threat detection system that punishes visibility. It screams at you to shrink when you grow, not because you are inadequate, because your ancient wiring interprets success as exposure. In collectivist cultures, this mechanism runs even deeper. Research shows that imposter feelings correlate strongly with cultural values around modesty and group harmony. Standing above others threatens social cohesion. Your shame is not weakness. It is a tribal alarm system, still ringing centuries after the village is gone. You are not doubting yourself because you are a fraud. You are doubting yourself because your ancestors who doubted themselves survived long enough to become your ancestors. The ones who celebrated too loudly did not. Right now, something is happening inside you. You are reading about imposter syndrome and a small voice is saying, "But my case is different. Mine is real. I actually am not qualified. I actually did get lucky." That voice just proved the point. Even understanding the mechanism does not disable it. You just learned that your brain is running ancient software that punishes you for standing out. And your brain responded by making you feel like the exception, the one person for whom this does not apply. So here is your question. Not a solution. A question. If every successful person feels like a fraud, and you feel like a fraud, what if that feeling is not evidence you do not belong, but evidence that you do? Your brain was designed for a world where being seen could get you killed. You no longer live in that world, but your nervous system never got the update. The doubt you feel is not your intuition warning you of incompetence. It is an evolutionary echo, a ghost in the machine. You are not an imposter. You are just the descendant of people who survived by pretending to be less than they were. The feeling of being fake is the tax your ancestors pay on your success.